This screencast will help you fill out the Supporting Other People in the Community unit. This is linked to your team challenge. By now you should have picked a challenge to work within your community. Your team would have done this through discussion. In the space below, just list a few of your initial thoughts that you had during that discussion. Now, go through and talk about the support needs of each individual group. For example, the elderly might need conversation. They also might need help feeding, making tea, and so on. Work your way through, chat to the person next to you, and then do 2 of your own. For example, addicts might be a group you would like to choose. Now, your plan. Make sure you identify who you are going to support. This might be the elderly, it could be children, or elderly children, apparently. Now, explain how you will be supporting them. In your groups, you would have come up with a day plan for each activity. Make sure you include a copy of this in your portfolio, but in this box, give me a very brief overview of how each individual you're working with will be supported. It only has to be a few sentences, because the other bits of paperwork will act as evidence. Now describe how your actions will benefit the individual or group. Again, we would have discussed this as a group. It might be that going in to help the elderly by having a conversation with them or doing some colouring with them might just brighten their day. That is an action that will benefit. Limitations. The limitations of working with a group can be quite big sometimes. For example, you can't take children out on your own because you don't have a DBS check. Make sure you go through a few different limitations for each of the groups you're working with. If you're working with the elderly, a limitation that you could discuss is that you're not able to give medical care. This is because you are not a medical professional. You have to make sure that you are adhering to the law at all times. Here, you can give photographic evidence of you supporting a group. I will show you an example now from a past group. Team 11 went out and did some work with Ashley School. Now, they could include this photo. However, they're not actually with the group in the community. They're just doing some gardening. So, what they would need is a photo like this, where they are actually in the care home talking to the residents and doing something. Make sure you pick a really good example. Your observation record sheet. Swap this with the person next to you. They will be able to give an example of something you did and how you did it. For example, I noted that Sasha did some colouring with a resident. Sasha was timely and mindful of the resident. She helped her do her colouring and talked to her about her life. That would be a good way to fill out those boxes. Finally, don't forget to fill out page 30 in your My Team section, the Team Challenge review sheet. You can replay this recording at any time if I went a little bit too fast. Go back, make sure you filled out everything in full and your punctuation and spelling is perfect. Hand it in to me, I'll mark it, and if there's anything missing, I'll let you know. Good luck with your challenge. I hope you've enjoyed working through this unit.